Bel-Air. Man, I just finished watching the last of it today before the show. Wow.
Yeah, this
Wow.
is a good show. You know,
Wow.
I remember hearing about this, and they're like, "We're gonna remake the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it's gonna be serious." I was like, "That's stupid." I remember saying specifically, "That's stupid. Why the hell would they do that? Where's
Yeah.
Will Smith? Uncle Phil was pissed off somewhere too. I mean, this doesn't make any sense. This is so dumb." And then I watched the first episode, and I was like, "Whoa, that makes sense." And I remember talking to my dad about it. And he was on this show once. We talked about the Last Dragon. Anything about my dad, he's very he thinks about every character in it individually. He really does.
Mhm.
And he was like, I can't believe Will reacted this way. I can't believe he did this. Why do young people do all this? I sound like an old guy. Why do young people do all these things? And I told him like, well, it just kind of snowballed. Like, so why did he go play basketball against the guy that he knows is a drug dealer? Why would he make that decision? Well, because he's stupid. He's 16, and that's what they're gonna do: make stupid decisions. Then why did he go grab the gun? I was like, because he's young, he's stupid, and he thinks his friends will get stomped out. And he lives in a place where those things actually happen.
Yeah.
You know, he said, but why would he decide to point the gun at the lead drug dealer? I was like, because he's stupid and he's young, and that's what stupid young people do. They do stupid things. They don't even think about the consequences to their actions.
Mhm.
You know, and then he was like, so why would he be upset that he's gonna get on the plane? Shouldn't he know he's from the streets? He knows that you can't just be coming out next day like, hey, I'm going to school.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a good point. But besides that, everything else I thought that was, it's exactly what the opening song said happened. That's what he did. And it makes more sense to make him a basketball star
Mhm.
that's going to VCU, historically black college. It just all of it made so much sense to me. And me owning these restaurants, especially in the city, and dealing with these young people nowadays, I felt like it followed suit. It made sense to me. The way they
Yep.
think about things. When you think you're invincible, you make these bad decisions all the time.
The whole first episode, well, even before that, I think you and everyone else had the same kind of thought process of the show. They're like, oh, why are they remaking it? It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be stupid. I don't think anybody was on board until they showed the trailer. Then they showed the trailer, and a lot of people were like, okay, it looks good. And then once it dropped, that first episode, man, I saw so many people, mostly positive. There are some people who have issues with it, which I think I do too, kind of. Which we'll get into that. But yeah, I mean, it came out. I think there was the first 3 episodes came out all at once, or first 2 episodes, something like that.
First 3, I want to
3,
say. Yeah.
and wow, man, yeah, I love when they do that too, because I feel like just one episode wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, but 3 gives you kind of baseline to understand
What's going on. Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because by then you met all the characters, you met like everything that's kind of like involved in the story by then.
You understand their personalities, you understand the good parts and the bad parts, and now you're starting to see how they mix together, and when they don't mix together, why not? And I enjoy it. It's funny because I was on Facebook, and even my family members that said that they don't want to see this. They're like, I guess they're gonna make me go watch Bel-Air, huh? Peacock's gonna make me go pay $4.99, huh? Can someone just pass me a password because I need to watch this Bel-Air? Like, this is what you're seeing all over, and that's what's happening. People are going in and realizing that this is something you want to see. It actually is written well. That's why I'm happy about it. I'm happy it's written well. But it does have some parts of it that's really hard for me to watch. And things that I just don't understand. So
yeah. Which I mean, also there was a lot of callbacks, I felt like, in the first episode. And one here and there too, because there was even a part where when Will gets to Bel-Air and meets his aunt for the first time, or first time in a long time. And he even said, he goes, "Oh, I got in one little fight and my mom got scared." I was like, "That's good. That's good." I'm like, that's the kind of thing that
That
other
you wanna
shows, How I Met Your Father,
I
is
was
missing.
I was gonna say, how about your father?
Is missing. It's like it didn't change it where you're like, "Oh, that's stupid." I'm like, it fit it perfectly, and it was a callback to the original, and it was perfect. I love that little thing, and there was a bunch of other little things that they did like that too, but that one stuck out like super. Like anybody who's ever seen one or two episodes of the original knew that right off the bat. But
Even little stuff like they don't call him Prince or fresh like they always did with Will Smith, but his mom always says, "Wear your crown." That still calls back to the original show. Like it did those things. I mean, I thought that was just well done without hitting you over the head with it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you gotta. I mean, well, I don't want to give too much away, like how we feel about it, but like
No,
you said, it's written very, very well, very well. And anybody who's like kind of like on the fence, like, oh, I don't want to ruin the original thing. I feel like it's its own thing, you
yeah,
know,
but it
like
gives honor. I think it gives respect to the original.
yes, yeah, yeah. Um, when people do a reboot or a remake, they usually miss the mark. This one is like a bullseye. This is so well done. It pays tribute to the old one while still kind of relating it to
So,
today's problems and today's world kind of stuff.
yeah.
So I mean, when you're talking about doing a reboot or remake, this is like the perfect way to do it. The perfect way, which is so funny because I know we were also talking about How I Met Your Father, which is another kind of remake reboot, and that show is like how wrong it could be. The complete opposite of what this show is. So,
But I think
yeah,
what's important is that this is once again is being done by Will Smith himself, who understands the show, that understands the importance of the show. So I think he doesn't miss the mark because of it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Will Smith rarely fails. I mean, he had a few flops,
I mean, he
but
did make Wild Wild West, and he did
yeah,
give up being Neo for the Matrix.
I know that. I'm sure he beat himself for. I mean, he did that for what, Independence Day, I think.
For
So,
Wild Wild West.
was it for? Oh yeah, it was for Wild Wild West.
What was he said no to be a Neo? What? It's like the worst. You get the Dunce Award for
Oh man. I mean, I like Wild Wild West. I thought it was a goofy kind of fun movie, but I mean,
okay, compare it to
no,
the Matrix.
no. But
Dude,
I mean, Will Smith still made out pretty well for himself. So
he's not hurting.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, I'm well, real quick, so we'll finish this right now. What do you want to give it? A now, later, or never?
This is not just a now. This is the now, and you need to stay on top of it as it's coming out. You need to watch it it's gonna come out like at 1:00 in the morning tonight. So you need to be watching it like 1:30. You need to be watching it. Or you wake up in the morning, you eat your cereal, you probably want to be watching it. Like, all right, that's what's going on next. I think this is one of those things that you would love to binge if it was all out right now, but it's okay if you haven't seen it because you get to binge it now. So you need to get to watch 4 or 5 episodes at the same time, and you need to get at it. It's really good, and you're gonna have different feelings about it, and that's okay. That's okay to have the different feelings, but it's gonna make you feel some way about it, and I think that's good.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. Like I already know I'm watching episode 5 for lunch tomorrow. like that's what I'm doing, because it was so good. Like I watched 3 and 4 on my lunch today, and obviously it went a little bit over my lunch, but I think it was like, like I'm like, I can take, I'm not doing much today, because like you said, it's so hard to stop. It's so interesting. It's so good. So good. I mean, the production value alone, it looks amazing. It's well shot. I mean, everything is really good on it. Yeah, this is definitely a now. And then we're gonna be talking about this for the next 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because there's only 10 episodes. So
Yep.
tomorrow's episode is episode 5, and then it's halfway over already. So we're definitely we're gonna do that until the end of March, I think.
Yep.
Which works out good for us because right when Moon Knight starts.
Exactly.